morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to video message number 29.
The Beezer.
You know that I'm the cream of the crop.
That's nice.
Listen up, the ratings just came in for last month. We are number one. We just grabbed every key demographic.
Super duper. That's nice. Way to go. Neato, gang.
Yes.
Boy, that is good news.
It is Halloween, the 31st day of October, 2024. Good morning, kiddies. I hope you have the best Halloween ever. I know it's chilly and maybe some snowy and rainy out there, but it's scary. Have fun, fight through it. This could be a big day full of memories. Tomorrow's the Christmas speech, by the way, 7 o'clock. Be ready. Good morning again. Thursday morning, Ben Leber. I think Tommy Olson. I think, I'm never quite sure. I just don't know people. Let's see. Ben. Tom Pelissero. That'd be great. And a cast of thousands. You know what? Let's find out what happens together, shall we? Here's Kevin Pollak as Christopher Walken, greeting trick-treaters. Trick-treaters? It's the Power Trip Morning Show on a Thursday. You, come on in. Truly, I'm glad you're here.
So growing up, Halloween became my favorite holiday. I still celebrate, but because I do celebrity impersonations, it's always fun every year to figure out who I should do for the kids, Which is why this last Halloween, when the kids came door to get the candy, they got Christopher Walken. Hi! Trick or treat? That's a damn good question. Quite the conundrum. Little dudes, you've put forth on this Hallows Eve. Having said that, my young costumed friends, as fate would have it, I too have a question. Which one of you can guess what I've buried under my house? Hey kids, where you going? I got Reese's Pieces in here.
Mind your own business, moron.
The finish line is waiting. Fate is on your side. You hear the distant thunder. There's lightning in your stride.
It is Thursday, October 31st of 2024. Yep, it's Halloween. And just moments ago on Instagram, Sauce, you posted, Happy Thursday. Halloween is overrated.
Well, I feel like this is the last time I can post that. So.
Yep.
All your selfish ways are over.
Yep. So, I thought I took the opportunity to post it one last time.
Although you could probably get away with it next year.
Oh, yeah.
Paul Jr. is not going to have any idea what's happening next year, but then the year after that, it's game time.
Yeah, correct. So,
you could probably sneak in one more hate-filled Halloween post.
I hate Halloween.
Yeah. Little Paul Christopher's going to be upset.
Yeah, PCJ.
I think it's going to be Hockey Hawk.
That's a weird name. I like it.
Yeah.
It's memorable.
Yeah.
Is it Hawk E. Hawk?
Yes.
Oh, I like it.
What was it bit yesterday?
Plow, Sir Plow.
Yeah, Plow, Sir Plow. Very similar.
Yes, same thing.
Oh, man. All right, it's Halloween. Tommy Olson is on his way in. He texted me. He is on his way in.
That old son of a bitch.
Leber later. I still can't wait to ask him about the Intuitive that was on Twin Cities Live a couple days ago.
Yeah.
Tom Pelissero, Fargo Flash, Parker Fox.
Big day.
Steve Lombardozzi.
Yeah.
He's not coming in.
To talk about the World Series. No. He's our World Series guy. Max is here. Zach will be here later.
Hi, Maxo.
Hey, what's up, Sauce?
He's going to winner, Max.
Is it me?
I hope so.
It might be Nafisa Collier tomorrow.
Yeah, that'd be great. And the Christmas speech tomorrow.
Christmas speech tomorrow.
That's tomorrow. Oh, yeah.
Dang, I'm sad I'm not going to be here.
Yeah, well, you can come on in. Baby.
Yeah, I got up this morning and it was freezing and raining. I'm like, it's obviously Halloween. The weather is controlled by the government, and the government obviously wants the kids in Minnesota to have a terrible experience.
Stop hanging out with Randy.
Oh, yeah, Randy told me all about it.
Yeah.
He knows where the button is.
I'm sure. He 100%
Sauce doesn't.
thinks that. Yes, I do. He 100%
That's what my
thinks
sources say.
the government controls the
weather.
Yes.
Yeah. Awesome.
We'll discuss this button thing more. Are we sure?
About the weather?
Hell yeah!
Is this a toy?
Oh, my God.
Rose. Use what you got to use, brother. Get the job done.
Yeah, be you, Rosie.
Right? If you can't lift it, get a forklift. You know what I mean?
Oh, my. Wow.
Am I right?
You're right.
Wow.
Yeah, right?
You've
Owen
never been
Wilson?
more right.
Thank you.
Jeez.
Yeah, Rosa, don't call me cheese.
Can you imagine
Cheese?
the fear if Rosie was ever allowed to judge a Halloween costume? The fear backstage before they walked out on his stage. That is the scariest thing you're going to hear about on Halloween.
I'm trying to.
How do you go out?
Butt first.
I know.
Yeah.
That's the problem,
I mean, you back that ass out.
man.
Am I right?
I think he was one of the judges for the,
Menendez brothers?
one of the,
Hooters swimsuit
no, but
competitions?
the W and Manny's does a Halloween costume contest. I
WNBA?
think I've judged it with him.
I did it with you once. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was an interesting year.
Yeah.
Do you remember why?
No.
There was a
Is that
group.
the year you wore blackface?
No, there was a group
No, that was Rosie.
Oh, okay.
They kicked him out and he just did the Abe Simpson and turned around and said, I'll go to a different party.
There was a group that really did a really good job, went over the top. There was 8 of them. But there was one gal that did a pretty good job as well, and we gave her a prize, and the group was not happy. Do you remember that? They were mad at us.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, well, it's a Halloween costume contest. It's subjective. We gave it to her, not the end of the world. And if I remember right, wasn't she a single mom and there was a cash prize? We're like, let's give it to her. She did a good job.
Yeah.
Good cause. Let's help her out.
She's putting herself through school.
Right.
Yeah.
And the group was not happy with us.
I mean, that's.
Are you envious?
How long ago was that? 10 years ago?
Longer than that.
I don't remember now. Something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, they don't ask me anymore.
No, they don't ask me either.
Out of whack.
And they probably should never ask Rosie.
No, but I think I've done it with Rosie.
Whoa.
Not that.
That checks out. I mean, it sounds like something Rosie would do.
Yeah. They know him there.
Of course.
They're like, who can we get to?
Judge women.
Yeah, Rosie.
That's Ozzy Osbourne.
No, that was Ozzy Osbourne?
Yeah.
Oh, got it. Took me a second.
It's also Sauce trying to spell Hawaii.
Yeah. Oh.
Sauce, you do one.
I'm an extra dessert.
Me do one? That's my new favorite. Me do one is my favorite saucism now. And it's only 24 hours old, but it's me do one?
I don't sound like
you sound like a Star Wars character.
Like Beavis.
I love that you say thank you like you meant to do
Thank
it.
you. Yeah, I've been working on this bit where I just say, me do one, question mark.
I've been photoshopping this one.
No, I just backed into it. But I like to take credit whenever I get any kind of credit.
That was like yesterday with Plow, Sir Plow, and Zach goes, like Bond, James Bond. And then Sauce goes, yeah, Zach gets it. And we're like, you definitely did not intend to do that.
Strike out.
Yeah, Zach gets it.
What up, Vegas?
Anyways, all right, so the I thing. He did Ozzy Osbourne. I did you trying to spell Hawaii. Now you do one. You do one?
I'm Katie Gray.
If you don't do one, Katie Gray's going to do one.
Well, Katie Gray can do one. Who the hell's Katie Gray?
Fecal matter on the bed.
I'll ring it in Jeopardy. What is Dwight's dream?
That's his dream.
Yep. Waking up to just a huge dump. He loves that scene in Jurassic Park.
Which one?
The one where they walk upon the huge dinosaur dump.
I walk upon.
See? You were there.
Bye.
Okay. See ya.
Max, so yesterday we were talking about Tim Robinson, and we were asking about if The Detroiters is good.
Oh, it's so good, man.
And a lot of people. So did I. I watched exactly one episode because a lot of people said, "Hey, Max can back this up that it's legit." Because I love Tim Robinson. I also watched episode 1 last night, and when they dragged Sudeikis into the leaves with the bag on his head, I was crying laughing.
funny.
All right, I'm definitely watching the rest of that
He stands
series.
up and walks out of the
And of course, you realize that all those windows, like the whole wall is glass, so they would have seen him drag the body into the leaves. But still, it made me laugh. It's dumber than hell.
Yeah.
It's a brilliant
So
show,
dumb.
man.
Yeah.
It's really, really funny. Tim Robinson's and then him that Sam Richardson guy. They're best friends in real life, so they just have chemistry that you can't teach.
Which makes sense, and he obviously makes a lot of appearances on I Think You Should Leave as well. So
and he was in that first episode of that Florida Man.
Yeah, exactly.
show.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
Right.
Yeah, no, that show is. I'm so glad you guys are watching it because it kind of. I mean, obviously he came on the scene with the Netflix show, so that show kind of flew under the radar a little bit.
And
It's really good. It's a gem.
It's produced by dude from.
Saturday Night
Yes,
Live.
yeah.
I know, but also Lauren.
Oh, Lauren Michaels.
Yeah.
Well, and Steve Higgins is the hot tub king in the first episode, right? The guy from The Tonight Show, and also
that's right.
he's an SNL writer as well.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, there's a lot of cameos from different guys throughout the episodes.
I'm in. And I Think You Should Leave is scripted, but it does feel a little more like loose.
Yeah.
So this does just feel like a more scripted version, as dumb as that sounds, because, again, clearly the other one's scripted as well.
Yeah.
Man.
Is it new to Netflix? Is that why I just saw it?
Exactly. They just recently added it.
So what was it on?
It was on Comedy Central.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else did I watch?
Well,
I watched
back
the World
to the
Series.
under the radar thing, Max. So again, he was a non-factor on SNL, right? Like he didn't get any traction.
Yeah.
So when Detroiters pops
insane.
up on Comedy Central, it wasn't like Will Ferrell after a decade of dominance on SNL shows up on Comedy Central. This was like a throwaway guy that didn't work. I think everybody on the show loved him, but the fans never connected to Tim Robinson when he was on SNL.
I had no idea he was on SNL until after the fact when he had already gotten famous.
Exactly.
And people said that he was. Yeah.
He's brilliant.
He's so good.
He's so freaking funny, man.
And I've already seen a clip of Conor O'Malley making a cameo. And again, I think that's one of the funniest guys on the planet. He's one of Seth Meyers' former writers, but he's the one from the Honk If You're Horny sketch.
Oh,
the
yeah,
guy in the car.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
He is his social. Again, I think I've said this 7 times, but I'm going to say it for the 8th. Follow that dude on social media. He is insane, clinically, I think, but everything he posts makes me laugh. He has a new tour. He's a comedian called Rap World with like tour dates and merch. He's insane.
Who is it?
Conor O'Malley is
The Alley Cat.
the funniest.
Conor O'Malley.
The t-shirts say Intelligence Tour, but intelligence is spelled wrong.
That's brilliant.
Or something like Intelligence Tour 2024 with incorrect. It's just everything he does makes me laugh. I'm doing a terrible job of explaining why he's funny, but the guy's a psycho.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know.
The only clip I've seen, I guess, from Detroiters, Conor O'Malley is getting yelled at by Tim Robinson, and he wants to wear his Slipknot mask in the shower.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what? Why would you bring a Slipknot mask? I have to shower. He's the best.
He's a poster for a show that he did about a month ago called Conor O'Malley, New York City. Just salad. I don't know what that means.
Yep, doesn't make any sense, but it makes me laugh constantly. Tommy Olson is going to be here soon. Reese's Peanut Butter Sour Patch.
Oh, yeah, we got to play that today.
It's Halloween. One of Tommy's favorites, I believe.
Oh, for sure.
Then Ben Leber, Fargo Flash, Tom Pelissero, Parker Fox. We got 1 million people on Thursdays. It's Halloween, everybody.
This is Dirt Roads and War. I don't know her. Local music on the Power Trip. There he is.
He made it.
Look at him.
It's Halloween. He
Look
loves
at him.
it. There's
He does.
Tommy Olson.
Yeah, 'tis the season.
It is the season.
Happy Halloween.
Hi, Tomers.
Okay, I was thinking about this on the drive-in.
Okay.
Do you guys like the word French or make out better?
What?
Make out. Who says French anymore?
I don't know.
That's what you say when you're 12.
I know, but it kind of gets me.
I heard so-and-so Frenched so-and-so.
Right, but it kind of brings you back to like 7th grade. Should we
Sure,
French?
that's the right age range.
What?
Kind of gets you going a little
Do
bit.
you do you enjoy the word the term FB? If you know what I mean?
Facebook?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Oh.
Oh, can we talk about something?
Oh, no.
Man, spin the wheel of topics. Go, Tommy.
I don't know. 8 o'clock hour yesterday, we started talking about my favorite quarterback and all the other things. That was an off-air conversation.
Yeah, I told you.
No, you did not.
Yeah.
Yes, I did. No, on
Plus,
the air.
that's
When
all
you,
a joke.
Yeah, we were just kidding.
And I don't want people stealing my ideas.
Do you want to talk about what you texted Max at the basketball?
what did you text me?
So, Max usually goes to the games.
You don't have to. You know.
We probably should not mention that around the air.
You know what's funny about this, Tommy? So I have no idea what you and Max were texting or what you sent to Max, right? My guess is it's going to scare us all.
It scared Max.
What does it say that we can't even say what you texted to Max, but you and I on Saturday were texting back and forth about the bowls of popcorn at Manning's.
We really were.
Because I saw you post that you were there, and I'm like, man, I missed that popcorn. And you're like, it's elite core. Come on. You and I text back and forth about popcorn. I don't want to know what you said, Max.
Yeah.
Slightly different?
Slightly. Just slightly. Oh, God.
Was it? Yeah.
It wasn't. It's not super crazy by Tommy's standards, but just in the context of everything.
And the fact that you didn't know who it was.
I didn't know who it was.
I tried to identify. I try to identify myself by giving a clue. And I will tell you off air after.
Got it.
Oh,
You can imagine.
But Corey, we did miss you at homecoming. Homecoming
man,
was
Dude, what a
spectacular.
game.
Yeah, that
You
game
guys,
was
it was
epic,
it
and
was so fun.
I definitely had FOMO with the popcorn at Manning's, man. That was a throwback.
Yeah.
The
And
old
the
free
same
popcorn.
thing. It's the same thing.
I know, it's the same thing. God dang it, I should get there.
And then they have 32-ounce schooners of beer.
Oh.
And then, well, because I've made friends with everyone there.
Of
because
course.
Well,
Go there.
Get some schooner.
I'm like ignoring when I walk in. It's great.
Oh, it's the best.
But they make Captain Diets for Eddie and I in the big schooners now.
Lord.
Then you guys were on the big screen for homecoming.
I
saw
know, it's fun.
Gerdzie posted that, and I retweeted it from the Power Trip account. But
thank
you
you.
and Schmoll and
Big Ed.
were on the big screen.
I mean, we've played some smaller schools before, but like a Big Ten school beating them like that doesn't happen.
Right,
You know what I
and
mean, that's something to celebrate.
We jumped out to 21-0 lead. I'm like, this just feels like 2019 almost when we were like really good. Oh, we looked fire, and Max is playing out of his mind. Like that.
He really is, man.
He's unbelievable. Like this run of quarterback that he's played is probably the best we've ever seen since like Tanner when he went on his crazy run.
Mm-hmm.
But like his stats just speak for himself. It's unbelievable.
And he's getting better, and he can just sling it, right? Like most quarterbacks, you got to give him time, but he's got that quick release. He kind of zips it in there.
Right.
I like Max too.
And then the O-line's doing great, but I think it's all because he literally he doesn't have class. So he's just like he gets to study like the amount of an NFL quarterback does, just all day football, and then doesn't really care about class.
That's what we need. We need more people at the U that don't have to do
Hell yeah,
school
we do.
work.
I saw us in high school.
Yeah, that was me in high school. 100%.
Yes.
How about being favorites at Illinois? Even though Illinois is a top 25 team, and the Gophers have never beaten Bielema, and somehow we're road favorites.
And it's Illinois, and we've struggled against Illinois the past like 10 years.
I don't get it, but whatever. We're like 3-point favorites.
It's crazy to me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Don't fight it, right?
Right. You got to enjoy it.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Because you guys, I said it 2 weeks ago, and you guys all thought I was, yeah. If we go on a run here, Penn State versus Minnesota might be like a college game day type game. Because we would be 7-3, and they'd be undefeated.
I would guess if you win these next two, you're going to be where Illinois is now, right?
Yeah.
You're going to probably be just inside the top 25.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
And you'd have a top 25 matchup against Penn State.
And you'd want to rewind time and play North Carolina again.
For sure.
Yeah, wouldn't you, though?
But again, how awesome was Dragon on Monday, man?
Great, dude.
About
Did you
the
hear
North Carolina game. We had Dragon
I
Kesich on Monday.
I didn't get a chance to listen
Oh, man,
to it
well,
on
you
Monday.
should.
Yeah, he was just great, and he has like the best possible attitude about it. Like he said, when he hit it, he thought it was good, thought he hit it pure, and it faded right. And watched film, knew exactly what he had done wrong, and he was working to fix it. But he knows it's just he's like treating it like a professional. He knows exactly what to work on.
Good for him.
Owned it.
That's
obviously
cool.
wants it back. But,
yeah, man.
And Grimmer was telling me off the air that I think he's missed 6 field goals this year, but I think 3 or 4 of them are from 50 plus.
Yeah.
But even Grimmer is saying the misses aren't. He's not shanking them. Like he's always got the leg. It's just slightly to like a foot or two to the right, just barely fading it.
It's always his draw, right? He's always drawing it.
Yeah, I'm back into the left.
But he also did confirm what Guernsey said right after the North Carolina game. He told us on Monday he does not care which hash it's on, left, center, or middle. Nope. So like, remember it was, well, why would you put it on that side if this?
It's a North Carolina finish. Remember?
Yeah, exactly.
Debate about it?
He says he does not care where he's like the kick is going to be the same no matter what, so he doesn't care.
Okay, that's cool.
So
North Carolina.
didn't want to take the hash as an excuse to say that's why I missed it.
What a good guy.
Super good dude.
He's a good dude.
Sauce, your hands up.
Week 13, when Minnesota plays Penn State at Huntington Bank Stadium, Indiana plays Ohio State.
I think we'd get game day over them.
He laughed when he said it. Even couldn't even get through it.
That was funny. That was really funny.
If we do win these next two, it means a lot. Big noon, which I love. That's fun too.
Yeah, we'll take that, man.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's just fun. It's a fun team. It's just cool that they've won 3 in a row, and it feels so much better than like where we were after that Iowa game.
Hell yeah.
And Max is so much better. If we play North Carolina now, I mean, I feel like we killed
Hang
them.
half 100 on them. Right? They turned out to not be a good team.
Hey, we scored 48 points against them. That's a lot.
All right, try to take off your Tommy Olson gopher glasses for a second. Okay, I want you to be as honest as possible.
Yep.
Percent chance Coy Parrish is on this team next year.
70.
You think that's it?
And the 30% is if he just gets an amount of money offer that he cannot turn down. It's just epic.
Like Bama, A&M, Tennessee,
LSU, all those teams.
They have
so much money.
To say no.
I mean,
Be hard
if
to
you
say
got
no.
offered at 19,
Yeah.
$2 million.
I know. I agree.
You know what I mean? It's so hard. So I wouldn't blame. Like it'd be hard to blame them.
And
yeah, you can't blame him.
And, right. As a Minnesotan who wants Minnesotans to stay in Minnesota,
More than
I
anything.
still would be like, kid, this is your career, and you're not guaranteed the NFL. You're not guaranteed a long career in the NFL. Take the money.
Yeah, 100%.
What if he goes, takes the bag, plays a year down in Florida, and then comes back for junior year?
Yeah, we'll welcome him back.
Oh, I would with arms wide open.
Oh God, I wish we could
But yeah, I mean, if he does, like he does, like if he dies, he dies.
If he dies, he dies.
But
great
unbelievable.
film.
You see, he's the #1 rated safety in America.
He's good, man.
Got interceptions.
Yeah, PA had him on, right? On Monday.
Yeah. He's second in the nation in interceptions. He's got he could win All-American this year.
He could.
What does he have? 5 or 6? 5 or 6?
But if he keeps making plays every week, it's hard not to have him be an All-American as a freshman.
All-American son.
He's the best player on the team.
You're right.
Yeah,
He really is.
he's good.
Yeah, we have Darius, we have Daniel Jackson, and he's just
Steve Lombardozzi.
Booger.
How about was it Bielema that said Jackson's the most underrated wide receiver in the country? Yep, Bielema just said that a day or two ago. Anyway, we'll come back. We'll do front page sports. The World Series is over in dramatic fashion, by the way, too. What a weird one last night. I only caught 1 inning, and it was the 5th, which was the weirdest inning I've seen in a long time. We'll talk about that with Tommy Olson and more after this on The Fan.
Corey.
I know it happened again. I saw all 4 of you react.
No, Corey.
I don't even know what happened.
It went like KFAN weather. He was turning his mic off.
Keep those mics off.
And Tommy was about to say something extremely.
he said
I didn't hear it.
He goes, and they all love blank.
I hope that wasn't over the air.
It wasn't. It wasn't.
Okay.
It definitely wasn't.
Oh, that was I feel like Neo did when he first dodged that bullet in slow motion. That was close.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a close one, guys.
Yep. Happy Halloween.
Yep.
All right, front page sports. Let's talk about what's going on out there.
Now for Front Page Sports, presented by Holiday Station Stores.
Yep, love Holiday Station Stores. You can hydrate at Holiday. Buy 2, get 1 free. 28-ounce Gatorades. Mix and match any flavors you want.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, well, go do it at Holiday. Limited time only. Right, Tommy? Hydrate at Holiday.
What
Go
holiday
for it.
I went to yesterday?
Holiday Wales.
Where were you yesterday? Let's walk this backwards.
Today's a holiday. Go to Holiday on a holiday.
Yeah,
you
well
go.
said, Hogs Daddy.
Thank you.
I was in Maple Grove.
Yeah, man. I went over there by Youngstead's, brother. That's a good
listen
one.
to that.
That's a good one. That's a
That
good
is a
one.
good
That's a
one.
good one.
Which one did I go to? Where did I go after that? Oh, and then I was driving down 169.
Drive along.
Drive along. And then there's 49th Street. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm talking about?
Don't know 49th. No.
It's like past Bass Lake Road, 49th Street.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of over like Robbinsdale,
Of course.
New Hope
Yeah,
area.
right there, man. Yeah.
Hopped in there. Great. Elite holiday.
Elite Holiday. There you go.
Yeah, no joke. I go to Holiday every day.
Yeah, I'm right.
Holiday's
believe
the
that.
best.
The Los Angeles Dodgers of Anaheim won 7-6 over the Yankees, and they win the series 4-1. The Yankees blew a 5-rip lead in the most bizarre way. So Judge drops a ball. What's his face has a bad throw. I forget that guy's name.
Volpe.
Yeah, maybe Volpe. But then one of the weirdest things ever. Despite it's a little bit like the Lynx, right? The Lynx made a million mistakes, but if they just get the call right at the end of the game, then the rest of the mistakes don't matter. They just win the title, right? But then the call gets botched. So Judge makes the mistake. If it was Volpe, fine, whatever, the bad throw. So there's all these errors that are getting Dodgers on base. But then a ball gets hit to first base, and Garrett Cole hesitates and then decides at the last second, no, he'll just run it to first base for the third out. I don't need to cover first. And then the first baseman's like, well, I don't have anybody to throw it to. And then was it Betts? I think it was Mookie Betts. Just beats them all to first base. And then, so that would have been the third out, and they would have scored 0 runs. Instead, a run comes across, and it's 5-1, and then the floodgates open, and the Dodgers pour on 4 more. And it was 5-5, and all 5 runs were unearned. So I still don't understand why Garrett Cole didn't cover first base. I think he answered the question afterwards, saying he wasn't sure how hard the ball was hit. He thought it was hit hard enough where the first baseman would just grab it and step on first base, but that was not the case, so he wasn't there. Who's their first baseman? Is it Rizzo? Who's on first? Rizzo?
Who?
What a great
I
character.
think it's
in Grease.
Sandy. Right.
Brilliant. Well played, Hawk. I get that.
Can I tell you something? I don't know if I'm allowed to say this or not.
Who got you going more, Sandy or Rizzo?
Rizzo.
Oh, Rizzo.
By 17 miles.
Rizzo
She
was
was such a slut.
Wow.
Well, she gets banged in the back.
No, she got
does.
pregnant.
You're right.
Back of the car. Back of the car.
Oh, okay.
Back of the car.
I was going to say, Tommy, we're going to need to explain to you how pregnancy works. Because that's not possible.
I meant back of the car. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Hey, Tomers.
Sure you did.
I wonder if I'm allowed to say this.
Let's hear it.
Oh, no.
No, it's not bad. It's good. Mm-hmm. You know, I've always wanted to do a musical.
Yeah, all in if we ever do a Power Trip musical.
I think I'm
1,000%.
I think I'm going to be a part of a production of Grease, just for like one night.
Are you going to play?
Ooh.
I
It's
don't
going
know.
to be Rizzo.
I'd be Kanicki to your Danny if you want to
A
do
hickey
it.
from Kanicki.
No, you would.
It's like a Hallmark card.
You'd be Kanicki so you could sleep with Rizzo if he played Rizzo.
Either one of us. In fact, we'll switch roles.
Put your hands down.
I would love it.
How cool would that be? You want
Grease,
that too?
Grease is the movie I've seen more than any other movie.
Grease Wales.
Yeah, Grease is one of the few musicals I actually
It's
do
so
love.
good.
Yeah.
Core?
Never
It's a
seen
banger.
it. I would probably hate it.
No.
No, he would. He would hate it.
I would hate it.
He's
It's a
decided-
banger, Core.
Like for again, Wicked. The trailer for Wicked looks unwatchable. I hope you guys love
watch
it.
your mouth.
I want you guys to love it.
Yeah.
I just know myself. I know it would be nails on a chalkboard for an hour and
What
a
a great
half.
story, man. What a great
Everybody
story.
raves about it. I know I'm in the major minority. That movie looks unwatchable to me, but I hope you guys like it.
I love it. I love the books. But anyway, Tomers, I think I think you might be able to do the same thing I'm going to do one night if you want to try it.
I'm not kidding.
How cool would that be? And they're going to dress you up and stuff like that?
Yeah, I grew up in drama class. Like, I grew up doing plays my whole life. No one really knows that.
I did not know that.
You did not grow up.
Yeah.
No. But
what plays were you in?
Princess and the Pea, Guys and Dolls.
Did you play the P? Which one?
Yeah. Were you in Guys and Dolls because you thought it was Guys and Guys?
No, but you guys.
I volunteer.
No, those are just two things he wanted to play with.
That's a word of the week right there. There you go.
Well played.
There you go.
Wicked. Yeah, there's a lot of them. I love it. Because my grandpa at Shakopee High School was the composer for 30 years. It's called like Carl Olson Auditorium.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah. And I was singing, dancing.
I bet you
Twerking.
That checks out.
Yep.
Gotta have a joke, but it's insensitive. I'm not going to go there.
No, do not. He'll make the hand motion for you.
I was going to ask you if you played a certain character, but I don't think the movie had been made yet.
Freddie Freeman is your World Series MVP. He hit 4 home runs in 4 consecutive games. Didn't hit one last night, but it didn't matter. Of course, he had the walk-off in Game 1 as well, the walk-off grand slam. So Freeman, your MVP. Shohei clearly dealing with an injury, but he went 2 for 19, no RBI in his first World Series appearance. So I would think from a baseball perspective, that was the only buzzkill. You had New York and LA, and the 2 big stars, Shohei and Judge, even though Judge launched a home run last night.
Yeah, first
Those
pitch.
2 did nothing. So you had the 2 biggest stars not show up on the biggest stage.
Yeah.
Freeman dislocated his shoulder?
Yeah, exactly. So he was dealing with an injury,
Yeah.
but like it was the Freddie Freeman show, which is cool if you're a diehard baseball fan, but the vast, population wanted Judge and Shohei, and that just wasn't a factor.
Corey, I just saw that Mookie Betts roller at first. How does he not cover first
I don't know
base?
what Garrett Cole was doing.
Can you watch it again? Yeah, right here.
That
Watch.
cost him the whole game because all
And
5 runs
kinda
were scored
hesitates
after
a couple
that.
of times, and he.
Think about that. Like, at spring training, they do that every
Well, he's been doing it since he was in Little League.
Right.
I don't know why he didn't cover first.
Yeah.
Well, what about I'd never seen a balk live. Had you ever seen a balk before?
Yeah, but
I'd never seen one, especially at World Series. Like the 8th inning, I think.
Oh, I didn't see that.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, he stepped off the mound 3 times, and that's apparently a balk.
Why does he stop?
Garrett Cole?
Yeah.
No idea.
I don't know.
There was
Maybe
a
the fix
bunch
was
of
in.
baffling plays. And and Aaron Judge made his first throwing error of the entire year last night.
That ball that was hit right at him, it was like a Little League play. He just flat out drops it.
You guys want to make national news?
Sure.
Let's start saying the fix was in.
I've been saying that.
That they threw the game.
Yeah, what if
Like
Garrett
the Black
Cole...
Sox scandal.
Why? Because they were tired of playing baseball?
No, because they got paid money.
What happened to the Black Sox?
Yeah, that was
Like 100 years ago.
You don't, the Shoeless Joe Jackson, you don't know that story?
They threw the game.
No kidding, dude.
It's 100 years ago.
But it's
like
a fact.
1919.
It's Field of
He
Dreams.
was
That's what the
banned.
whole Field of Dreams thing
Yeah,
is.
he was banned.
You've seen Field of Dreams, right?
Yeah, I've seen Fearless Joe.
Fearless Joe.
Is that a version we haven't seen? Just nude men baseball?
Why are they nude?
Put your hands down.
I love the bat on that guy.
Who's playing catcher? I got me. Too late.
Why do you all want to play catcher?
I'll pitch.
Hey, Sauce, I know you tweeted it last night. Have you guys all seen, speaking of Joe, have you guys all seen, and I know Sauce has, because I just said he retweeted it, that Macaulay Culkin is embracing the Joe Burrow lookalike factor?
So funny.
Because people have said that the two kind of look alike. So, man, if you look at Sauce's Twitter right now, Hawk.
Adam Schefter tweeted it.
Macaulay Culkin dressed up as Joe Burrow for Halloween.
Nice. So good.
And
Brilliant.
God dang, it looks like they could be brothers.
Stop, Tommy.
It's really funny.
Next time Joe Burrow has a bad game, that post is going to be everywhere on Twitter.
Shout out to Macaulay Culkin. He gets it.
Yeah. So I would guess that it'd be funny at the Bengals Halloween costume contest if he went as Kevin McAllister.
That would be good.
Oh, that'd be...
Yeah.
That's a good bet. Look at that.
Blake Cashman still out for the Vikings. That's not a good sign that he's probably not going to play on Sunday night. But Kevin O'Connell.
Hey, Sauce, do you follow any of your family members?
Jesus.
Calm down. KOC says TJ Hawkinson is ready to play on Sunday and will not have a snap count on Sunday.
I follow my dad.
Not interested.
My wife.
He doesn't care about that.
Dob isn't on social media.
Yeah, well, I wonder why.
Yeah, no, he is not. He has zero social media.
We Frenched on Saturday.
My God.
We Frenched.
Yeah. And I follow my Uncle Peter.
Getting closer.
And all three of his daughters on social media. Why do you ask?
I was wondering if Dob was on social media, but apparently he's not.
No, he is not.
Incredible. I did not know that.
No.
I feel bad for him. Did he get hurt?
He hates social media.
Does he have cough due to cold?
No. I don't know why he isn't on social media.
Oh, no.
Fearless Joe?
Oh, no. We don't get to read his thoughts.
He's a weird one.
Fearless Joe?
That's why we love him.
Chris, finally, right? After 7 games, finally, TJ Hawkinson makes his debut on Sunday.
Is he
night.
back?
Let's
He's
go,
back.
man.
Yeah,
Let's go. It is time.
No snap count, fully ready to play.
Let's
First
go.
full-time participant.
I
They
love
need
Sunday
him.
night. That's going to be great.
Hell yeah.
That's the best.
Full day of football, then Sunday night football? Hell
Nothing
yeah.
better. Do you think it's true she makes her Schmill episode?
I think yeah.
Good for her.
Yeah, good for her, man. Make it. Somebody's making it. Might as well be you.
Is it home? Is it a home game?
Sure is.
Yeah.
Cool. I like all the shots they show of Minneapolis.
Hey, they know who we are.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is this the one that Jamie Erdahl is doing the Gallahorn?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, do you guys watch Love is Blind?
No.
Oh, dude, yeah. I'm behind on this season, but yeah, I do. I watch it every season.
So they fall in love through walls, right? Long story short.
Whoa.
Like you in a bathroom.
Been there.
Yeah, right.
The governor?
Right. Do you also like sandwiches?
You like sushi?
Hawk. Oh, my God. Hawk laughed so hard he farted.
Who farted?
You.
Oh, me? Doesn't matter, but February 14th, this Minneapolis Love is Blind. So like they filmed the show here the last year, so they're showing it on
What?
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be sweet.
So hopefully we could get one of them on here to talk about it.
God.
Wouldn't that be great?
That'd be great.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, then they'll film like they have to.
You
so
need to
they
take a deep breath.
They fall. I feel like I can't say anything on here anymore.
No, you're fine. I don't know why he's acting like that. You go ahead. You're representing.
Quit being crass.
Yeah, why are you being crass?
No, so they fall in love. It's 10 days in the pods, right? And then in order to see each other, you have to propose to each other.
Which is insane after
It's
10
insanity.
days.
It's the best.
It's a great reality show.
It's always chaos.
So then they live with each other for 3 weeks or 4 weeks after that. Yeah. And in those 4
And
weeks.
that's also filmed?
Yeah. So then they all have like apartments. So they'll all be like in the North Loop or something probably. And they'll all live together. Like each couple will live together and see if they can make it in the real world. Because then they go back to work and like have their phones again.
And they meet the other people they were connecting with. So you get to see the people that you
mistake physically.
Real
Yeah.
greasy.
See, that's isn't that the fear for most of us though? Is let's say after 8 or 9 or 10 days, you're like, man, this gal and I are really clicking. We have similar interests. I like her sense of humor. She likes my sense of humor. We have similar values. And then you see each other and you're like, holy cow, this is my exact type. This is exactly the gal I want. And she looks at you and goes, oh, dear God. Oh, no.
It does happen on that show.
I mean,
it happened this season.
I'm sure
exactly
it did.
What happened.
I mean, that's why I would never agree to go on that. I don't want to be like, this is the gal. And then she goes, you're garbage.
Corey, you should see some of the interactions they first see each other. Because like they propose the moment they see each other.
Yeah.
And then like the one guy.
Oh, thanks.
Like he was kind of hideous. And then the other girl was like a stunner.
Mm-hmm.
And like.
Been there, brother.
Right. He like dresses
Consider the
like.
Hulkster.
It's so uncomfortable. Like they were like kissing. It was just so weird.
Remember last season when the girl said she looked like Megan Fox?
Oh my God.
Did she?
And she did not.
She was lying her ass off.
She looked closer to Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Basically, it's like me saying I look like Ryan Gosling. It just like makes zero sense. But like, it was just so. I don't know. But the cool thing, why I brought it up, because then at the end, like they go up to like to get married, and then like it's all about if they say yes or no. It's crazy.
Wow,
crazy.
it's so nuts.
That's
man.
insane.
But then they try to sell it to their family, like how they're really in love, and like these dads are.
Nobody
sitting there
buys
like,
it.
What
Right.
the hell are we?
All the families get so pissed when someone says no.
Angry.
They're ready to throw hands.
It sucks.
But it's a good show.
All right. We'll do What Really Matters when we come back. Ben Leber in about 10 minutes. Fargo Flash in a little bit. Tom Pelissero later. Yeah. Parker Fox later. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on The Fan.
The Fan.
You just never know. Man, I want a donut.
Yeah, what kind?
I like the cream-filled Long Johns.
Yeah, they're great. They're great warmed up.
Yeah, man.
You know what else is really good?
A banana?
A hot banana peel.
Oh, my God, Tommy.
Look at you guys. It's the trust tree. You just don't bring it up on air right afterwards.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, we didn't say anything.
Yeah. Welcome back to the Power Trip Morning Show. It's Halloween.
Yes.
Tommy Olson is here. Ben Leber will be here in a second. Let's do What Really Matters. I'll do scores and stats. Chris changes your life for something else.
Corey, are you going to dress up?
No.
Don't you guys do like a family thing, though?
Aren't you in costume every day, Tommy?
Yeah.
Tommy, at some
Aren't you
point.
dressed up as in the closet?
I like your costume.
Yeah.
No, we don't do that anymore. The kids are too old.
Oh, brilliant. Genius.
Wild news brought to you by our friends at Catalyst Supply. Thanks, Catalyst Supply. I saw those guys a couple days ago. Those guys are awesome. They were at the old hockey trivia up in Monticello. They were super nice. They finished third.
And I'm honored that they do a whole trivia contest about me.
Yeah, exactly. Wild hosting Tampa Bay tomorrow. That's at 7 o'clock. First game in a long time at the XL Energy Center.
Hell yeah.
The Wild run a 7-game road stretch. They went 5-1-1.
It's great.
Crazy stretch. And now this is a 3-game homestand. Tampa Bay tomorrow night. Then Sunday against Toronto and Mr. Matthews. And then Tuesday against the Los Angeles Kings of Anaheim, and then they go back on the road.
What time is the game Sunday? Sorry. No.
Sunday, I think it. Ooh,
is it
man.
against the Vikings game?
I feel like it was 3.
Oh, okay, good.
Let me double check though. I don't think it was Sunday night. Let me double check quick while you guys talk.
Does anyone have? I guess I can look. We must be like top of the leaderboard. Are we?
The Winnipeg Jets are on fire. I think they've lost
I think
one
we're
game.
5th or something like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Sunday the Wild play at 5, so slight overlap with the Vikes.
Okay. Yeah.
5 o'clock game.
That'd be so cool if they did make a run, and then the Wolves and the Wild would be sick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
Yep, best team in the league right now is the Winnipeg Jets. They are 9-1.
Oh, damn. Wow. That's not a Paris team, is it?
No.
Oh, dang it.
No, top 3 are not Paris teams right now. Jets, Devils, and Knights.
Wild game, great experience.
Devils are good? Yeah,
man,
Wild games are great, dude.
More of those
I love
them. They're so much fun, man.
Yeah.
Great.
One of the best games to go to. There's a lot of them, but the Black Friday game, that's super fun because it's at like 1, and you just get 0.5.
Oh, and you're right on West 7th right there?
Yeah, of course.
We are doing our
Mall of America.
Yeah, okay. I wanted to know.
Yeah, like 99% sure we're at MOA again
Will
this
you
year
buy
for
Wild
Black Friday.
tickets for us?
Oh, sure. Yeah, they're crazy.
Hey, did you ever get reimbursed for those Celine Dion tickets?
What do you think?
No, sorry.
God,
I forgot about it.
Celine can bring
I wish
it,
I'd
can't
seen
she?
that.
Yeah.
But what really matters is this.
Yeah, it's Halloween, brother.
Yeah, listen to the Hulkster.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Whoa.
We're in bed in the morning like college game day on a what a sight. Look outside, all the leaves are changing. I look at you and say, damn, you're bad. Look back at me and say, thank you, T. Halloween is here, what should we be? I looked you over, your body so tight. Little Tommy goes 6 to midnight. We don't need to dress up, you're so sexy. We can stay in and have sex and candy. Love you, baby, we're a perfect match. Like Reese's Butterfinger Sour Patch. Don't need to dress up, you're so sexy. We can stay in and have sex and candy. Love you, baby, we're a perfect match. Like Reese's Butterfinger Sour Patch. Reese's Butterfinger Sour Patch.
Don't worry, it ain't over. There's a second verse.
Yeah.
Better than Drake.
Halloween song.
She says, come on, T, we should dress up. I'll be Kevin C when he's in Tin Cup. I got mine, baby, now you're up. She looks so good, I'm about to erupt. There's no need to dress up, you're so sexy. We can stay in and have sex and candy. Love you, baby, we're a perfect match. Like Reese's Butterfinger Sour Patch. Don't need to dress up when you're so damn sexy. We can stay in and have sex and candy. Love you, baby, we're a perfect match. like Reese's Butterfinger Sour Patch. Reese's Butterfinger Sour Patch.
There's a bridge.
Falling candy really are the best. Football on the TV and my hands on your chest. Laying here with you feels just right. Let's both bust and then cuddle until the morning light. No need to dress up.
Everybody.
You're so sexy, leave the wrapper on so you don't get Brexit. Don't want to get Brexit.
That's the best part.
Don't need to dress up. You're so sexy. We can stay in and have sex and candy. Love you, baby. You're my perfect match. Like Reese's Butterfinger Sour Patch. Don't need to dress up when you're so damn sexy. Let's stay in and have sex and candy. Love you, baby. You're my perfect match. Like Reese's Butterfinger Sour Patch. Reese's Butterfinger Sour Patch. You're my perfect match. Like Reese's Butterfinger Sour Patch.
Woo! Tommy, well done. Chris Hockey on vocals. Tommy, you wrote all of the lyrics, most of the lyrics. How did that work again?
I sent about a poem like the night before over to Hogs Daddy with like the 2 verses. Mm-hmm. And then Hogs Daddy built a bridge out of it too. Yep. So
that was great.
Yeah,
so you guys both have writing credits.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, for sure. Yep. I took it and just placed things here and there.
Actually made it a song.
Yeah. Right, yeah.
And look, I'm not a good listener, so tell me if I heard this correctly. You erupt when Seth dresses up as Kevin Costner from Tin Cup. Is that correct? Did I have that right?
Well, this is 2 years ago now.
Yeah. Right.
No, it was Kevin C. I was
Kevin Costner. Oh, you would see again. I don't
so
listen.
So the whole thought of the
just
song.
Just assumed it was the other way around.
Us watching College Game Day like in late September, just going back and forth on what we should be, and then we get a little horny and hook up.
Got it.
That was the thought process.
Yeah. Well done, Tommy.
Yeah, I thought it was great.
The Wolves host Denver tomorrow at 8:30. The Wolves are 2-2. Last night, former Timberwolf Karl Anthony Towns scored 44 points. That is the most by a Knicks center since Patrick Ewing in 1995.
Good for him.
Wow.
Super efficient game, too.
They need him.
44. What really matters, though, is this.
It's a good question. Hi, Fargo Flash.
There's the Fargo Flash.
Okay.
And there's Ben Leber.
And Ben Leber, too. Look, everybody's here. Look at everybody.
Happy Halloween.
Yeah, it's Halloween.
Reese's Peanut Butter Sour Patch.
Yeah.
It's great. I love it. I listen to it all the time.
Was that 2021?
I can tell you right
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah,
it's probably 2020.
It was 2020.
Yeah,
okay.
it was 10/29/20. Yep. That's right, man.
Good for us. That was great. I loved
What's going on over there?
I don't know.
Sauce is trying to give up his seat, and Ben says, finish
Sauce
the
is
segment.
Did you pay Sauce for your
I'm not trying to, what?
Well, no, Sauce, don't think about it. Ben just said, no, stay in your seat and finish the segment. Now, you better do something good.
Let's bring the heat.
You
Here we
can't
go.
just sit there. You got to say something funny because Ben's giving up the microphone for the rest of the segment. So
go ahead.
You better land something here.
Did you know that famous illusionist Harry Houdini died on Halloween?
I did know that.
I did
know
not.
what year it was that he died?
Oh, wow. Let's go
1922.
That's probably pretty close. I was
real close,
I was
yeah.
going to guess 20s. Let's go 25.
26. Yeah, 1926.
I watched that movie.
Which one? The Prestige?
Yeah, the magic one.
Well, which one? There's The Illusionist and The Prestige. The Prestige with
The one
Christian
where they
Bale
do
and Hugh
like the
Jackman?
vanishing box and it's like a big thing.
Yeah. Yeah, with Hugh Jackman and Christian Bale.
Yeah, that one.
One of the best movies of all time.
It's
Great
excellent.
film. It's I feel like
Mind
there's
blower.
a deeper meaning that I kind of missed.
Yeah, you got to. It's a rewatch for sure because then you notice
there's a lot going on.
all the things the second time. But
Yeah.
Prestige is a 10 out of 10.
Mm-hmm. Great film.
Yep. Arguably close. Arguably Nolan's best movie. It's in the conversation.
It's really good.
Let's not say.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Well, I mean, Dark Knight is still Dark Knight. Memento's unbelievable, but
Do you like Dark Knight or Dark Knight Rises better?
Dark Knight for sure.
No,
Yes.
Bane's so good.
What?
He's no Joker though.
I know Joker's goated.
Joker?
Joker. No.
Oh, that's the worst name I ever heard.
Aww.
This is so good.
Joey Joe.
But Bane is so cool.
Ace Birthdaker.
Did you just say, but thank you?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Me do one?
Yeah. As I've always said, and I will die on this hill, You take the Joker out of The Dark Knight, it's not a good movie.
You keep saying you're going to die in the hill, but there you are.
I don't know.
I can't wait for you to die.
The movie is only good when he's in it.
Really?
Yes.
I agree.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Christian Bale is not a good Batman.
Who's Christian Bale?
That is
Is that
awesome.
Scott Bale? Scott Bale?
It's Scott Bale's cousin, yeah. It's only good when the Joker's in it.
I think it's like one of my favorite movies that I've been alive to see. Like, legit. I love it. But the one weird scene when he puts the new thing on or whatever, like the new coat or whatever.
Yeah.
And he like punches the wall and it breaks the wall. It's just, I'm like, what are we doing here?
It's only good when the Joker's
That's the part?
And they base that bit off Jaws. You just don't know where he goes. You don't know when he shows up, and he just randomly shows up.
Yeah,
It's
I wish they
brilliant.
make the Robin part.
The
now.
Joker part is, I mean, that's one of the best, acted parts in any film.
Oh, for God's sakes, just give Ben the microphone.
Okay, you can
this is derailing.
You tried, though. You did try.
Ben tried
I'm
to-
serious.
No, but
Oh,
Bane's
man, he
great
tried.
too. You can't say you don't like
Bane
Bane.
is great.
Bane is great,
But
too.
Do
nobody
a good
is.
Bane impression.
I'll just do Rosie doing the sports. Hello.
Did you see yesterday, by the way, when I did
Yeah.
that, he caught me?
He caught it. Yep.
he
That was the
catch you.
first
He
time.
Finally caught it.
Yeah, he did.
So Rosie had his hand over his mouth, which again, he's been broadcasting for 90 years.
He's in the Broadcasting Hall of
He puts
Fame.
his hand over his mouth and then talks into the microphone.
I'd be like, man,
And then
that's a
Chris did it. Chris did this bit like, yeah, Rosie, you're right. And then Rosie kind of half turned around and then removed his hand. So
Yeah.
for the first time ever, he got that Hawk was making fun of him.
And yeah, I'm the only one that did it this time, you sons
Right.
of bitches.
Well, I'm
Normally
sitting
it's
right
all of
next
us.
to him.
Oh man, he caught it.
My favorite
Becoming
thing is when
Did you get an
self-aware.
eagle eye from him?
What's that?
Was he
Oh,
managing?
no, I don't think so. Maybe, I don't know.
when Hawk has his back and everything is my favorite bit of all time. Or favorite thing, I
Yeah,
guess,
yeah.
not a bit. I don't
Yeah,
know.
no, I do. I believe in Rosie. I believe in him. I believe in him. Do you know that Dracula in Romanian means son of the dragon or son of the devil? Dracula.
Did not know that.
I didn't
I
either.
know that.
Yeah.
Is there a good Dracula film?
The original one's
I like
pretty good.
Salem's Lot.
Never seen it.
Well, is
The original one, by the way. The new one's not good.
Yeah, the new one's not
Nosferatu?
good.
Is that Dracula?
Yeah.
That's coming out in like,
Yeah, that'll be good.
I think Christmas
It looks
Day.
really
That'll be
good.
really good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The,
it's,
the Nicolas
it's the guy.
Cage movie that just came out where the guy, it's based on Dracula's helper.
Oh,
And-
yeah,
and
yeah.
Nicolas Cage is Dracula.
Renfield.
Yeah, that's really good. That's a good one.
This might be really loud,
Blackula's a
Chris,
good
but check
movie,
this
too.
out.
Go ahead.
I went to a doctor. All he did was suck blood from my neck. Don't go see Dr. Acula.
R.I.P. Mitch.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
All right, Ben Leber is here. Fargo Flash is here. Tommy Olson is here.
Let's talk college football.
We got a lot of college
Let's do it.
football
Let's
to talk.
go.
But before 8:40, I think Ben can sense what I'm going to ask him. I think he can feel it intuitively what I'm about to ask him about.
Yeah,
Sometime
we've all been wondering
between now and
what you're rocking in
8:40. I
those
can't
jeans.
wait to talk to him about it. I've been thinking about it for like 3 days. How's your show on the fan?
Fan.
Hey, welcome back, Patrick Morning Show. It's time, man. It's time to talk some college football. We got us a football team in town. Fargo Flash tried to tell us. Ben didn't believe him.
I didn't. I did not believe.
Wow.
Well, you know, when these two yahoos over to my right, they're going through the preview of the season, and they're like, "We're going to be undefeated." You know, it's hard. It's hard
We
to
stumbled
really.
a little bit early.
It's hard to really like jump on board and say, "I'm a believer."
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now it's a little different. Like now, if you guys say like, "Hey, we're a pretty good football team on the rise," I would say I agree with that. You guys are playing well.
So does Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
it's strange.
crazy.
We've been talking about that all week.
Yeah, right.
Can you explain that, Flash? Why, with all of the bullet points we've laid out all week about Bielema, the fact that it's a home game for Illinois, it's a go for road game. What is going on here? This is a top 25 team, and we're going there, and somehow we are still 3-point favorites.
Well, I think it's one of two things. I think the first thing is there's a lot of momentum on the Minnesota side. So there's a 3-game win streak. How we put Maryland away, I think, is impressive. A road victory at UCLA. That's the first thing. And the second thing is when you look at Illinois, it's a tough team to figure out. If you look at their losses, right, you got like two huge losses They lost to Penn State, the number 3 team in the country, and Oregon, the number 1 team in the country.
Crazy.
And they got destroyed by Oregon, by the way, last weekend.
But makes sense. I think most teams would get destroyed by Oregon.
And their wins are, they have 3 quote-unquote top 25 wins. Those teams are no longer in the top 25. So wins versus Kansas, which was number 19 at the time, at Nebraska, which is late September, number 22 in the country. And then they hosted Michigan and beat Michigan by 2 touchdowns, which was number 24 in the country. So and then again, don't forget, Purdue came back and scored 40 points in the second half at Illinois just a few weeks ago. So they're a tough team to figure out because I think they got legitimate losses, but they don't really have a signature win, if you will. And but they're a good team. I mean, that's why this point spread's within a field goal. But I was surprised to see it swing the way it did. It opens at Minnesota plus 2.5, and I think right now we're probably at -3. That surprises me.
It's a huge swing.
But wouldn't you say it's because of, I think like Vegas and everyone doing this, it's got to be Max's play. Because we've never had a quarterback like this, like ever. Yeah. So
I agree. He is,
and then he's just growing and getting better and better and better every game. This has to have something to do with it. I think that's the reason.
Yeah, and
the why.
Yeah, I think Max. The key to the success right now is you can look at the number 9 pass defense and the running back Darius is playing well. The whole key to the entire momentum right now with this team is Max Brosmer. Max Brosmer is throwing at a rate of 60, like the upper 60% in terms of his completion ratio, just the way that you see him in tempo or late half or game situations. Last week, you have the ball in the 25, he takes it downfield in 3 plays and gets us a field goal with 26 seconds. So his play is so exceptional, which is a bit surprising because he got off to a slow start. But when I've always believed the more and more I watch football, the older I get, there is no more important position in sports than the quarterback. And, he's playing at a high level.
1,000%. Yeah. No, Tommy, I think you hit it right on the head. I mean, you can have all those other pieces, but if you've got a quarterback that people just don't trust, therein lies that you think the whole team is not very good.
Right.
So if the quarterback's playing at a high level, they can make up for a lot of deficiencies. And it seems like whatever deficiencies you guys have, nobody's talking about.
Yeah.
But if he was playing average to subpar, then everything else gets exacerbated.
A running game sucks.
Yeah, then it's like, the offensive line's not very good, and the defensive line's not very good. So then if he's playing well, it's like winning cures all.
Yep.
Yeah. You take a lot of that stuff and you kind of sweep it under the rug. Not that it shouldn't be addressed, but publicly, internally, they're always trying to tweak, all the weaknesses, as you guys know. But as far as us and people that want to, on the media side, you're like, hey, if the quarterback's humming, this is a good football team, regardless of what else is going on.
And he's played so much football. This is a different era of college football. He is 23 years old.
Yeah.
He has played 6 years of college football. So he should be pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Now, I think what we saw early in the season is when you go from the FBS level or to FCS to FBS, the passing windows, they get smaller. The game moves faster. So yeah, he struggled against North Carolina. Yeah. Even though we saw, he looked good in the pre-fall camp, he looked good last spring. Big improvements from spring to fall. But the speed is different when it's live bullets. And I think from the time, and we saw pieces of that against Iowa, but not consistently. I thought in Michigan, he actually had drop balls from his receivers. He actually started playing at an elite level at Michigan. I agree. And so we're now on a 4-game burner. And now I can't wait to see him go back on the road because it's Champagne's not the big house and it's not one of the elite stadiums in college football, but you're going up against a really good opponent is known for great defense. That's what Brett Bielema kind of his hallmark about his teams. And so it's going to be a big test for Max, but he's playing at a really high level.
Does Illinois have their receiver back? Do we know that? They have a receiver that I think their number 1 receiver has got a concussion.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I haven't heard.
I believe both receivers are back. So they're led by a really good quarterback as well. So Luke Altmaier is a Ole Miss transfer a couple of years ago. If you remember a year ago, he comes in, he's having a career day against the Gophers. Throws a couple picks in the fourth quarter, but he's taking his team on a game-winning drive, and he gets knocked out of the game. The backup hasn't thrown a pass. It doesn't even get a warm-up pass in, comes into the field on the 15-yard line, 3 plays, 3 for 3, 85 yards, come from behind victory.
Split, yeah.
It just was one of those games you just like, how did we just lose that, right? But his receivers are back. He's got a dual threat. He's got Pat Bryant and Zachary Franklin, two of the best receivers in the Big Ten.
Yeah, I think Bryant's the one that they're a little questionable on.
Okay.
So that would really change things if he's...
Massively.
Well, that's the type of stuff that we don't know about. Maybe Vegas does, right?
Yeah.
That could be I've heard everyone's healthy. So it's a team that's one of those kind of like legitimate kind of upper 1/3 of the Big Ten, just like us. So if you look at the Big Ten, and we've talked about this, it's Ohio State, Penn State, Indiana, Oregon. After that, that's what everyone's fighting for. And honestly, the way it started, as much as we still have an outside chance for the college football playoff.
I agree.
You get in that top, 1/3 of the Big Ten, and you look at how the bowl games get distributed because of the college football playoff. Maybe 4 teams get in. Right. You're looking at a really great bowl game.
Yeah, so that's what I want to know, because this is so unknown. Do you know this at all, Ben? So let's say
the playoff format.
So the playoff format, but exactly what just said. Like, let's say Oregon,
5th place Big Ten,
Indiana, and Ohio State. 3 Big Ten teams make it this year, right? Let's just say,
sure,
just for fun.
Yeah.
So then let's say we end in like the next 4 or 5 teams. Let's just say we end at like 5th in the Big Ten. So do we jump to 2nd then, kind of? So then do we go to like the Outback Bowl? Or like, how do these bowls work? Is the Rose Bowl
That's a good question. The bigger bowl games are part of the playoff system.
The Citrus Bowl, the after the college football playoff, the first bowl game that a Big Ten has a tie-in to is the Citrus Bowl. And then it's the RelQuest Bowl, then it's the Duke Mayo Bowl, then it's the Music City Bowl. So right now, the bowl games that Minnesota is being predicted to go to, everything from the Pinstripe Bowl in New York, which we've been to the Music City Bowl in Nashville, which would be a great bowl game, to the Guaranteed Rate Bowl in Phoenix. So right now, the predictions are probably not a top 6 finish. So if I'm PJ Fleck, and I know we want to just go 1-0 in the Illinois season, but I keep thinking, boy, a 5th or 6th place finish in this expanded Big Ten is pretty good.
Be really good.
Now you have the November to remember.
Oh, we talked about it last week.
And you beat Illinois, and then you have Penn State coming here in a couple weeks, which could be undefeated, could have 1 loss. That also would be an amazing time if you knock them off, and all of a sudden you do finish 9-3. It'd be very interesting to see what happens in the rest of the Big Ten in college football to see where the Gophers could land. There is an outside chance.
There's an outside chance
that a 3-win team that has gone on a tear gets in. But
because we're hot.
You mean 3-loss team?
3-loss team, sorry, yes.
Yep. I mean, it could happen. Especially we got Penn State on our resume to beat them. But yeah, I mean, these next 2 games are massive.
Yep.
Massive.
Okay, since we brought up Penn State about 10 times in the last 2 minutes, Justin, you just want to go ahead and go with our bet?
Well, this is it. Yeah, we'll skip ahead to the bet. We can come back and keep talking Gophers. But this is a weird week in college football. So I sit down and do all my analysis to see like who's in, who's out from a betting standpoint.
Such a dork.
And it's hard to find a lot of great bets this week. This is the type of week that every matchup is like 4-4 versus 4-4, 6-3. They're all even matchups. So it's hard to find games that have a significant point spread and where you can kind of see an advantage to take the money. But this one, I think there is. So Ohio State -3, I believe, is the latest spread at Penn State. Ohio State cannot afford to lose this game. I think, again, as much as I have this magical belief that Minnesota could get in at 9-3, you start looking at 2-loss and potential. Because, again, don't forget, Ohio State has Indiana and Michigan. And I know we don't like Michigan. That's a weird rivalry. I've seen a crappy Michigan team beating an elite Ohio State team many times in my life. Sure. Yeah. So Ohio State -3 on the road at Penn State, 11 o'clock kickoff, both big noon Fox. Mm-hmm. They're there, and game day. They're both there. Yes. Oh. They
should do something.
And the question right now is, will quarterback Drew Aller be healthy to play for Penn State? And James Franklin won't commit to that, but he came out in the second half last week against Wisconsin, so he looks like he's injured. If you look at Ohio State, they have struggled for 2 weeks in a row. They lost at Oregon. They took a bye week, and then Nebraska. They barely came out of Nebraska with the W. And at the same time, we've talked about Penn State. Meat Sauce has brought this up. Struggle against Bowling Green. Struggle against UCLA. Struggle against USC. And what I think is interesting here the most, and this is where I go back and forth in terms of who I like, James Franklin is 1-9 against Ohio State. But He's 7-3 with the point spread. So Leber's taking the advantage with thinking James Franklin. So Ben's taking Penn State to cover at home.
It's a home game.
Woo! And I have Ohio State -3.
I was going to I would do Ben if I was.
Whoa!
Whoa! Well, we know Tomers.
Yeah, no surprise.
No! But I would be on Ben's side. I don't know. But Penn State, they didn't look that good again. Was it Wisconsin last week?
Yeah, they kind of.
That's the thing. And neither did Ohio State, though.
They did.
I watched.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So
that's why I'm
that,
like, I don't know.
So let's say one of those guys have 2 losses, but then Tennessee or Bama has 2 losses. You got to take the SEC team, right?
Well, the SEC and the Big Ten are going to have 3 teams in.
3 and 3.
The question
at
is,
least 3.
The question really is who gets 4.
Who gets the 4th?
Yeah, and that's why it's going to be interesting to see who gets that because it's going to be really about who has the least amount of 2-loss teams.
If you look at Texas A&M right now, they only have 1 loss. They're in the driver's seat. Texas A&M.
They are. They have
they're crushing.
They're crushing. They have a really difficult game at South Carolina. I wouldn't touch that game.
Right. Then who we got? Bama, Tennessee, Ole Miss. Are those the
Ole Miss has a huge.
LSU?
Ole Miss has a huge game at
Those
Arkansas
guys
this
all
week.
have one or 2 losses. Like
they're going to beat up on each other.
The playoff couldn't be a better year, but it's going to be how do you pick? If Texas A&M's the guaranteed, you might have to leave out. Then Georgia's in. So Georgia, Bama, Tennessee. You're going to leave out a really good SEC team.
Most predictions have 4 SEC teams in 3 Big Ten teams. But I've seen a few that actually do put in Indiana. I mean, and again, I think Indiana is a top 6 team right now. And again, they go to a sleepy place. They go up to East Lansing this week.
Right.
It's a blackout for Michigan State, and so. It's a tough test. Their quarterback, I don't think, is back this week. I think it's TBD if he is. But they looked good last week with their backup. But they have an Ohio State game coming up still. They beat and I think Meat Sauce mentioned 2 weeks. They beat Ohio State. I mean they're in. They're not just in. They're playing Oregon for the Big Ten championship.
Right. You know who we didn't mention in the SEC? Texas.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you got A&M, Georgia, Texas, Tennessee. And LSU all with 1 loss.
Yeah, and then
A&M's undefeated in the conference.
So then you leave Bama out, probably, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Bama. I think Bama's probably out.
Yeah.
Think of that.
They're 3-2 in the
Indiana's
conference.
in. I know, but think about it. Indiana and Iowa State are in, and Bama's out. It's great. I think it's awesome.
Well, and then you go to Ben's old conference. I think that's a tip. Iowa State's undefeated, but man,
BYU's undefeated?
Yeah.
BYU's leading the Big 12. Yeah,
but your team's got 1 loss. I mean,
I already want to expand it to 32.
And I don't. The Big 12 they don't get 2 teams in, do they? Possibly.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why they shouldn't.
We expand it to 32. It starts Thanksgiving week. It ends New Year's Day. It's the
well, you know how this works, Justin. If Colorado sneaks into that number 2 spot, of course we're getting
automatic.
Of course we're getting 2 teams in.
Totally.
You are.
That's great. That's good stuff. That's good stuff.
All right, more of the Power Trip Morning Show after this with Justin Kanzemias, Tommy Olson, and Ben Leber on the Power Trip on the Fan.